Okay, let's talk about volumetric pipettes. Here I have a 5 milliliter volumetric pipette. And I'm going to show you 5 tips for improving your volumetric pipetting skills. Okay, so I'm right-handed. I'm going to use my left hand to control the volumetric pipette and my right hand to control the ball. So in general, you squeeze your ball, put it on the top of the pipette, draw the liquid up, and then get to the line somehow, right? And when you get there, you can transfer 5 mils or however many milliliters corresponding to your pipette that you're using. So I know a lot of people struggle with this. This is a complicated task. There are other tools that are better for using for pipetting with. I know that we have micro pipettes, but those aren't always the right tool for our class. We're using larger volumes, different types of tools for drawing the liquid up the pipette. But we've got our old-fashioned pipette ball and our old-fashioned volumetric pipette, so we're going to use those. So here's some 5 tips. First one, rinse with the solution that you're going to use. So here I've got my blue solution, blue food coloring in water. And so you can rinse your pipette. You don't have to fill it up all the way. You can fill it up partially and just sort of slosh the liquid around like so. Okay? Rinse once or twice, and then your pipette is ready to use. You don't need to worry about the pipette being wet, because now any excess liquid that's in there is what you're going to be using to pipette, so it's not a problem. So tip number 2 is to fill past the line on the volumetric pipette. Tip number 3 is to use your finger, not your thumb, to stop the flow. All right? So I've used my finger. We're well above the line here, our 5 milliliter mark. And then tip number 4 is to use this beaker to help control the flow. So I'm going to put the pipette on the edge of the beaker, on the side of the beaker, and allow the beaker to help me slowly draw the water down out of the pipette. And we're taking advantage of the adhesive properties of water to glass at this point. So I'm barely lifting my finger. I've got the pipette at eye level, the line at eye level, and I'm just slowly letting it draw down. And once we're at the line, you can then transfer. So my tips so far have been to rinse your pipette, fill up past the line, use your finger, not your thumb, and use the beaker to control flow. The other way you can control flow is if you find that you're drawing too fast through the pipette. If you put the pipette tip at the bottom of the beaker, it will draw much more slowly. Okay, so now I'm drawing from the bottom of the beaker, very flat on the beaker. If I tip to the side, you can see that it'll fill much faster. If I lift up, it fills even faster still. Okay? So use the bottom of the beaker. Use that beaker to help control the flow. All right, so my very last tip then is don't blow out the solution that remains in your pipette. All right, I'll show you what that looks like here. All right, so I've completely drained my pipette, and I still have some blue solution left in the pipette. See that? That is supposed to stay there. These pipettes have been calibrated to deliver TD. You'll see the TD written on the pipette, which means that this pipette has been calibrated so that this solution is supposed to stay in the tip. And at this point, we have delivered 5 milliliters of solution to whatever our next container is. If you were to blow out the solution, you will deliver over 5 milliliters. Okay? So leave that in there. So let's just recap my 5 tips. Rinse, fill past the line, use your finger, not your thumb. Use the beaker to help control flow. And number 5, don't blow out the excess solution in the tip of the pipette.